let Cheryl get introduced. So, Kat, why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself and Owling Dog Design?
Thanks, LeBron. Yep, my name is Kat. I'm from Owling Dog Design, and I do furniture refinishing and restoration and other art projects and things like that. Yeah. Hello.
I guess I'll go next. I'm Crystal, and I'm the Crafty Creech DIYs and furniture flips. I also love doing furniture, all different kinds of finishes and restoration. I dabble in a little bit of everything. I love crafting. I love thrifting. I love vintage. I love it all.
All right, Dar.
Hi, I'm Dar from DIYs by Dar, and I know that you have seen a few of my videos, like even from way back when I first started, because I recognized your name when Levon said that, did I know anybody from that name? She was going to meet you in Vegas. So you know that my whole niche has kind of changed a bit from where I'm going now. So pretty much to sum it up, I've kind of gone like a maximalist. And right now with the winter in Michigan, I'm trying to find the smallest things I can to do because the snow is really deep.
Sure.
And that's really about it. But I get into the smalls. I enjoy your channel. And
thank you.
Because I have a booth and I sell on Etsy. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. You're up, Levon.
All right. All right. Well, I'm Levon and I have Statement Designs. And it's, formerly Le Vintage Decor, because today when I was binge watching your channel today, Cheryl, I saw that you had give me a shout out as Le Vintage Decor.
That's right.
I thought that seems like ancient history now, but some people would know me as that. But other than that, I do furniture flips, and I do like to do some thrift flips too, especially lately. And now that I have more of a booth situation, I think, I want to include smalls a little bit more myself. So before we introduce you, we have about 4 people watching right now, so I hope we get some more. And if you want to say hi, please do so. Or if you have questions for Cheryl as we progress, I know I have lots of them. But we are doing something new. And if you want text notifications before our shows, then text live to 814-515-4905. And if you want to do it via email, then send live in the subject line to flippinbunch@gmail.com. So it's time to meet our guest, Cheryl, and her channel is Lifestyle of a DIYer. And I was lucky enough to meet her in person.
I'm so jealous.
Just a week ago. It's crazy. We were just last week, Wednesday night, we were on our way home and it was 7:00. And so, I just put the headset on and I was chatting with you ladies while you were doing,
that was fun.
Flippin' Bunch show. So Cheryl, I know you've been an awesome supporter of ours in the past, and we're so happy to have you here. So, just tell us about you and your channel.
Okay. Well, I like to do thrift flips, and
Are we froze?
Pardon?
Did we freeze up?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So I like to do thrift flips, and I don't have a booth. I need a booth because I don't have places to put all the things I flip. And really, I like to just, do, my favorites are like baskets, rolling pins, frames, anything like that. I really try to stay away from furniture, though. That is not my forte. So I envy you guys that like to do that.
Well, it's a lot of the same techniques. It's just smaller scale, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I noticed today when I was watching your channel. So, well, there's lots of things I noticed, but so how many? So your kind of format that you do is like you do several thrift flips throughout the video. Like, so how many do you normally like to do?
I like to do 5. Well, I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm not happy. I just feel like 3 is not enough. And if I have 5, there's more people that I might appeal to. So
Okay.
that's kind of, but I think in my next, the video I'm working on right now, I think I have 6. So we'll see.
Wow.
Okay.
And I like to keep them around 30 minutes.
Okay.
The entire video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my goal.
So you've had some pretty big successful videos that have really gotten a lot of views. And I know when you and I talked, and you mentioned in one of your videos that you had gone to Debbie from DIY, Debbie Baird's boot camp.
Yeah.
And so did your, success happen after that? And if so, tell us, give us the dirt, share with us.
Well, no, I did that before I started my channel. And one of the challenges that we had to do when we went to the boot camp was, we had 2 hours to complete a piece of furniture, and then we videotaped it. And then she critiqued us and told us, different things to do, and, how to add a story to our video. And then the final challenge, and we had to do, I think she gave us like a month to make it into a video and release our first video.
Oh,
so
wow.
that was my first video.
That's
And then I think it took me a month before I released my second video. But yeah, I do well with challenges like that. So, but it was a lot of fun. Dion, I can't think of her last name, but she was there, and yes.
Yeah.
And Upcycled by Bree, she was in the class with me. And so it was a lot of fun. I think there were like 8 to, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 girls, women. And it was a lot of fun. We were all learning. And while we were doing that, we were learning how to edit.
Oh my goodness. So it really was boot camp. Yeah, it really packed. Sound like she really packed a lot into it. How many days was it? Was it just 2 hours total?
No. 2 hours was just the thrift flip. We had 2 hours to complete the thrift flip. But no, we were there, I think 3 days. I think we were there 3 days, but it was a lot of fun. And I'm still friends with a couple of the girls, and we see each other once in a while. So, it's nice that you're with people that know what not everybody understands when you have a YouTube channel, but they all got it. So it was a lot of fun.
So Margie from Asking Spot is on. Hello, Margie.
Hi, Margie. I think I can answer this one because I just kind of moved.
So she said looks like we're moving to a new city or state, Chicago, in a few months, and was wondering about advice on where to begin buying and selling when in a new location.
Yeah. When I moved to Virginia, I had that same issue. I didn't, I started with Facebook Marketplace, and then because there was all kinds of free stuff all over Facebook Marketplace. But then I also found Max Sold and a couple of other online auction sites, and I was really successful finding lots of great vintage furniture and smalls and stuff like that. And I used OfferUp to sell them in Facebook Marketplace once I finished them. Sometimes I didn't even do nothing to them. I would just flip them.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So Cheryl, in the same kind of line, where do you find most of your goodies. Where do you shop
Well,
for your thrift flips?
I shop at Salvation Army, Goodwill, Savers, and then there's a local thrift store, and they're all like just within a couple miles of my house. So
Nice.
I go to probably a couple a week. So
Oh,
just
wow.
stop in. I just stop
I
in and
wish.
I've been going a lot lately just because there's nothing else to do in the winter. Let's go to Goodwill, honey. For the fourth time this week.
well, for my birthday, which was in December, I wanted to go to the Benz. So that tells
Oh,
you.
Cody does
we
that.
do
Yeah.
not,
We
yeah, we
ended up
don't
not
have that.
going, but we didn't
Yeah.
get
We
to
don't
go.
have
But
bins. We have a Goodwill, but we don't have bins.
Yeah, we don't either.
No?
I don't. Not no. I'm like I see that all the time on like everybody on others people's channel, like Corey from Desert DIY. I'm so
Yeah.
jealous. I'm like, what?
yeah, it's an experience. It's an
Yeah.
experience.
You wouldn't do that. So where are you from, Cheryl?
I live in Las Vegas.
Oh, you live there. Okay.
Yes,
All right. I thought
yes.
I just thought you guys were like there at the same time. I guess I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
that's what I
Yeah,
thought
she lives
too.
there.
Yeah, I was like weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
okay.
when she said she was coming to Las Vegas, I was like, oh, I'm gonna text her and see. So it was nice. It worked out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I was so happy that you did. Tom had a meeting and it was just perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Good. So
And
So
that's
one of the
exciting,
things-
Margie. Yeah.
yeah.
What's that?
I
What'd
just
you
wanted
say?
to say it's exciting to be moving.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Starting a new thing.
So
I
one of
was-
the things that we talked about over our lavender tea was and how good is that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because we all had discussed this previously too. So I noticed that you did this. So I was watching one particular video of yours, and it was like cottagecore, shabby chic. Those were keywords that were in your title, and home decor and thrifted. And then as soon as your video started, you repeated those words. You said those words verbally. So
yes.
so do you feel like that's a key to success?
I think it helps. I think it helps. And then having those same keywords in your title and your description. I think
Okay.
those are all, good things to.
So the algorithm kind of catches it, and
Yeah. Because if you put it in a description and you talk about, and you say thrift flips, and then I go into my first, and I say I'm going to start my first project or my first DIY, or, you want to use the same language, and I think it helps with the algorithm. I mean, this is my theory, So.
Like I
it's
said,
supposed
you
to be
have,
working.
one video, you have like 26,000 views. Am I right?
Wow. That's
yeah,
a lot.
yeah. Well,
Wow.
my basket video is now at 100. It's a little over 100,000 videos, 100,000
Wow.
views.
Watch it.
I mean, who knew?
Yeah,
that.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I always
Yeah.
pass up baskets. I'm just not a basket person, but boy.
Oh, well,
I get them, but they have to be a certain style. I don't, I like the ones. I think I tend to go to the ones that have the thinner wicker, more than like the chunky baskets or whatever. So I don't know.
people love they love baskets, so
Yeah.
it's a good one to include. I mean, I didn't know that. I mean, it was a total surprise, but
Yeah.
and my rolling
love
pin
that,
ones do pretty well too. So
What was that?
Never
I'm
know.
sorry.
the rolling pins, people,
Big
I
people
know
love
they
rolling
like
pins.
those.
Yeah.
But the
Um,
bad thing is that I don't have a store. So when I don't have a booth. So when people ask me, what do I sell them for? Because a lot of times they'll, I'll get a comment like, what, I would love to do those. I love rolling pins. What do you sell them for? And so I just go on Etsy and I say, I'm sorry, I don't have a booth, but on Etsy they go for, whatever price it is.
So what do you do with your crafts when you're finished with them? Do you don't?
They're taking over my house.
Oh,
But really, my goal this year is to get a booth. you know. So
So
yes.
you do have an Etsy shop then?
No, I don't. I do have I have a website, and I really need to put the things that my projects on my website. But when you're doing it and editing, it's a lot,
It
and
is
then to
a lot.
put it on your website and have a description and a price and then ship
No, yeah.
and
And you
so
work from home too. You
yes,
have full-time
yes,
jobs, right?
right,
Several.
right, yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So
you're busy. Yeah, it's just
Well,
one more added thing.
I
yeah, and
went
I feel like the
to,
video is, working on my next video is, I feel like, the most important thing. So
I went to my booth today. I haven't been there like in a couple months, and this will be going on like my second year being there. And on my way there, I pass another shop setting up that is selling local artisans wares and makes and
Yeah.
whatever they're doing, and another shop. And then the shop where I sell at, they have a flea market that comes in every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this place where my booth is at is higher end, and it's $300 a month for an 8 by 10 space.
That's good though. That's a big space.
Well, the problem is where this beautiful shop is located.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Do
uh,
they take commissions or anything like that?
no,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
you get your full money. They'll take the responsibility of delivering a piece of furniture,
oh, that's nice.
doing the transaction for you, packaging it up. You just have to put your label on there with what booth you are, and they'll handle all that for you.
Yeah.
But it's $300 a month in the rent to pay for that spot.
Yeah. I know you've been doing this for about a year now.
Yes.
I know you've kind of struggled off and on with it. Like, how is it right now at this moment? Have
Well,
you been at least making your booth fee back, or hopefully
the
more?
last couple months, yes, because it was right before Christmas.
Okay.
So I'll be doing taxes. And last year, over the year, when I looked at everything, I was in the hole $200. So
Oh,
that
wow.
was not real good. So
Yeah.
when I do it this year, I'll see if it was any better or not, because I had never done a booth before, not really knowing how else I had to stock this booth with smalls, other
Mhm.
than just, the pottery that I make. I had to start watching people like yourself, Cheryl, on how you get stuff and kind of flip it and add that in there, so I could keep at least my booth fee, just to see where I was going to go. So we'll see. I'll see if I'm in the hole this year. I'll let you guys know if I am
I
for
hope
sure.
not. I hope at least
And
I hope you made money.
yeah, well, what I also want to say is, for people that don't know me, I have lupus, and when I get extremely fatigued, sometimes I can slur my speech. So I'm not drunk. I'm just extremely fatigued.
Sure.
Just so you're aware of that. I actually left the house and went on a lunch date with my ex-sister-in-law, which was beautiful. Talked
Aw.
for 2 hours, then had to go check my booth situation out.
Okay. So you had a busy day.
I did. So yeah,
You're
that's
probably
the
ready for
booth
bed here after
story
this.
around here. You've got all this competition going on right at this time there, and I don't know if I'm, how are we going to be at the end? How is she going to be as a business owner with these two other things now coming in? The
Right.
one, within the last 3 months, and then this other one within a month. How is that
Right.
going to affect her? So
Actually, it might increase all of your business because if it's in an area where it's well known for that particular thing, like, and I'm just thinking of New England, that's why all the artists flock to a certain area. And so everyone is there and, it increases everyone's visibility.
well, this is the bougie shop out of all of them.
Nice,
So
yeah.
it's a pretty bougie shop. So
you
I would
keep
think
your
that they
prices down a little bit. They'll say, I saw it cheaper over at Dart.
well, between that and Crystal and I are thinking more, and I don't know, it sounds like it's going good for you, Levon, in that shop, but Crystal and I are heading more the Etsy way, and we're fearing heavy freight shipping. That's our
Yeah. Right now I have a cabin that we are kind of starting to finish off the inside, and that will be my store. So I really will not have any overhead as far as a shop goes. And I'll have periodic sales or whatever throughout the year. I can't do it right now because it's freezing but cold out there and I can't stand it. So we're finishing that all off. And I just recently started live sales once a month. That might be something good for you, Cheryl. Sell your crafts with your live sales. I don't know.
Are you doing that on Facebook or are you doing it
Facebook.
on Facebook?
Yeah. Do you have a Facebook business page, Cheryl?
I do.
Maybe try that and see how that goes.
Yeah, I really need to do something.
Yeah, maybe just start once a month. And I only spend about an hour doing it. That's about all my husband can take because he helps me. So he wants me an hour and that's all.
When's your next one? And I'll watch it, so I'll see your format.
I do it the first Friday of every month. So the next one, I think is February 7th, I believe. So next Friday.
Will you remind us so we can watch it?
I sure will. I'll post it on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I try to make it fun or whatever, and I try to keep my prices kind of reasonable, and
So are you shipping from that page?
I can. I've shipped our stuff.
My son had a TikTok video on his garage, and he had that sign posted right at the very beginning of it.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad he loves it. But,
if you're watching and you have any questions for Cheryl or for any of us, please feel free to put it in the comments because we'd love to hear your questions. Crystal, I feel like I cut you off.
No, you're fine. I was just saying Dar bought a Chevrolet clock for her son from me.
Oh, cool.
Because he has a man cave and he's super excited about it in his garage and everything. So, yeah. So, Cheryl, how long have you had your YouTube channel for then?
I think I've had it about 3 years. I think, time goes by so fast, but my goal this year is to get out 2 a month. Last year I did 9, which is terrible. So that is my goal to do 2 a month. And I'm working on one right now. And I got, 2 days to get it out. And that will be my second one. So
yeah. 9 videos total in a whole year?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? And you have over 7,000 subscribers? Oh, you go, girl.
We better go back and do some more binge watching.
You know what I love is when I was watching your channel, Cheryl, I love the homemade hang tags. And I have done them. Yeah, sometimes. We call them hang tags. And the most adorable thing in the world are those little, the striped.
Oh, uh-huh.
What are they called? It's like a linen, like 3
grain
stripes.
sack.
Yeah, grain sack. Yeah.
Grain sack stripe.
Yeah.
They are like so cute.
And so easy.
You have a little stencil to do those, right? It's a
Jamie Ray vintage stencil.
Very
I have
cute.
that stencil.
Adorable. So cute. Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you.
And
I'm
you
not
know,
the real fillers. Oh, go ahead, Kat.
I know, I was just going to say, if you're doing smalls, I know just based on my own taste, if I see something and I like it, but it also has the most beautiful tag on it, I'm more apt to buy it because of that beautiful tag. It's so funny. And it could be like the string and the tag, or, a leather tie with a tag, or it just makes that
Yeah, it finishes it.
item,
Mhm.
yeah, very, very attractive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sets it apart.
There you go, Dar. Put tags on
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Hang tags, Dar. Hang tags. Your
Well, I
own.
can understand that. I was shopping in an antique store, and the owners just like made these really cool notes about the item, and I just
Oh,
thought that was
that's
so
awesome.
personal, and I loved that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Like a little description or where it came from or something like
Mhm.
that. Yeah, I
and
like
then
that.
there was a jar, and they put candy in it, and they just made a note that this was, an extra, little something about the jar, and then the candy's
Yeah.
extra.
So
Oh,
cute.
nice. I like that. Cute. Great ideas. I know I love going to like antique malls and stuff just to even get ideas for,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Inspiration. You see what other artisans make and it just kind of sparks something and motivates you a little bit. So, and
Yeah.
where do you get your motivation from, Cheryl? Same kind of the same thing, or?
Yeah, a lot of times it'll just be something, something I want to do or something I need to do. I actually, need something to, like a gift or whatever, something like that. But the one thing I do like to do, I did Think Media. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They do a lot of, instruction for, doing a successful video.
Okay.
And one of the things they said was to go to big channels and see when they have a really successful video and see what it's about, a video that's in your niche. And so when they told me when they suggested doing that, so what I did is I went to smaller channels and I would go through their videos and I would see if they had like a breakout video, and then I would kind of that's how I did the basket video. I saw a couple other smaller channels and they had videos that did really well when they were on baskets. So that's what I did. And I've done that on a few things.
You said that was called Think Media. I'm writing that down.
Think Media. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Find a crayon and write that down, Chris.
I'm in Chloe's room right now. I'm looking in her desk for something. I didn't have time to get my paper. There's a lot of candy in here, and I'm on day 3 and no sugar, and this is not good.
Oh no.
It's tempting,
So let's see. So we were talking last week about when we were discussing saying words. So goodwill. So we saw somebody say in a video that word entitled and saying it just is really big for your channel if you're a flipper.
Yeah,
So.
I think that's a big search word. People put that in for.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. The other thing I have is vidIQ. I know some people have, is it what is the other one? I have vidIQ, and then there's another one.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I can't say what it is either.
So if you have vidIQ, I think it's like $10 a month, but when you go to load your video, it gives you a ranking and it will tell you when you're at 100%, like you have a intriguing title, a description with the keywords. I can't remember what a good thumbnail, and there's a couple of things. And then, so I just keep, adjusting things when I'm loading my video or the description, and a telebuddy. That's it. Our tube buddy. Yeah. And, and so I always do that until I get 100%. And then I feel like, okay, I've done everything I can, and I release it and see what happens.
Yeah. So vidIQ you have to pay for. What about, or
there is a free version of vidIQ, but I think I'm not sure what's included with the free version, but that thing might be in the the thing with the 100% and gives you the percentages. They also do a thumbnail. If you load a couple of thumbnails, they'll do a comparison of which one does better.
Okay.
And if I have a video that I just don't think it's done very well, I will go in and I'll change the thumbnail.
I've done that.
Yeah. I've changed the description and words and
the titles and stuff like that.
Yeah. You just don't know what.
Yeah. Okay.
That's always something that I forget to do. And I always have the best intentions of going in and trying to go through my channel with a fine-tooth comb and get rid of stuff. But we were also talking about this. I was saying to you, Cheryl, that in 2020, when COVID, I was doing little short 5-minute videos every day that were outside of my niche. But then you said that's how you found me. So you never know.
If I do anything out of my niche, it goes nowhere. I just have to stick with the thrift flips. French country always does well. At the cottage core. I don't really do a lot of farmhouse, so I'll call it country instead of farmhouse. And those ones always seem to do. And then for Christmas, I don't really do primitive, but I love primitive at Christmas. And those did really well too. So, so I think now when the people that subscribed, when I did primitive, and now I don't do any more primitive, I won't do any more primitive till Thanksgiving or Christmas, they probably won't be very happy, or they'll just unsubscribe, but that's okay, so.
I saw that video that you did, the bowl fillers. I loved that. I loved the Christmas things that you did. Was watching
that was a fun video. Oh, that was all on drop cloth. Yeah, and that did really well too. And it was so funny because I would get comments like, "Do you mean drop cloth like what you paint with?" And I'd be like, "Yes, that is drop cloth."
I love drop cloth material.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to buy drop cloth?
Pardon?
Where's your favorite place to buy drop cloths? Best price?
Well, my favorite is Lowe's. I think they have, because I'm using them mainly for crafting. So it's a nice consistency. It's not real cheap. It irons nicely. So that's where I get mine.
I get them at Harbor Freight, but I agree with you. They're more canvasy at Lowe's, whereas the ones at Harbor Freight are a little more like, I want to say almost like a knit. They're kind of a little... like there's some polyester in them or something, or I don't know. I never looked at the content, but it just, or else maybe it's just a looser weave.
Yeah, I think so.
A little stretchy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like we buy things at Harbor Freight sometimes. They don't usually last too awfully long.
No,
I do too. I do too.
Some things are amazing, but they don't owe me.
You get what you pay for. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'll get chip brushes and stuff there, and I'm fine with them. I don't need those to be super duper high quality. I'm just gonna throw them away.
Yeah, you're just gonna toss them. Yeah.
You get a big old pack of chip brushes there for pretty cheap. So.
Yeah.
I get those when I do classes, workshops, and stuff, and
also
those other metal handle ones.
Yeah.
I love those for glue.
Yeah, just toss them. Don't use your good paint brushes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Speaking
Cheryl,
of classes, oh, I'm sorry, Levon, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I
Go
was just
ahead.
going to ask you about your classes. I know you do those every once in a while. I have actually had customers asking me about possibly doing classes, and how do you usually, work that out?
Well, I do a beginners class, which and sometimes I call it an ugly chair party, and they can
Okay.
just bring a chair.
That's fun.
But that's a basic, and it covers painting, sealing, and distressing. And I
Okay.
usually charge $45 for that class.
Okay.
And then I do an advanced techniques class, and that one is $65, and they don't bring anything, but I provide them with a project piece. And it can be something I've bought, or it can be something that's upcycled. It could be cabinet doors, or it could be, we've done like dummies, like plastic, like busts, that kind of stuff. Just
Okay.
anything to get our hands on to just practice blending and decoupage and transfers. I usually do all of the stuff except for paint inlays. I like
Okay.
to offer a class that's like kind of just on its own for that, because I feel like it's just a little more labor intensive, and they kind of really need to get it.
Right.
So that we have one coming up that's birdhouses. So I
Okay.
got the birdhouses on Amazon really inexpensively. So that also determines how many seats I can offer in the class. So you just kind of you want to make it like economical for them, attractive, a lower price class, but yet you don't want to, lose your shirt on it either.
Right. Yeah.
So the birdhouses are my paint inlay one. And even though paint inlays are kind of expensive, I can use scraps because it's just
Right.
little birdhouses. So, so that's kind of good there. And another thing that's nice now with me being at Cosmic Charlie's, because I can do the workshop there, and then they're right there where my shop is, because I usually
you can actually do it in the cafe. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's nice. And
yeah.
Cosmic Charlie's will benefit from
That
it
is
as well.
nice.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like to, have people have, kind of activities and stuff. But
Yeah.
I plan on doing some lives from there also.
Okay.
But then I also, what do I have? Oh, a Mardi Gras mask that's coming up. And so the birdhouses and the Mardi Gras mask are $20 each. And
Okay.
actually right here have hang on a second. I have the mask. So like there's the birdhouses aren't here right now, but these are like these are the masks. Yeah, and they come with a little elastics for them too. And this was cheap. So I mean it was like $13, and these are, I think, paper mache, because they're yeah.
So they're heavy duty more.
Yeah, so they can put the mold on it, and it'll withstand the weight of the mold, and we can, do the whole painting and everything. And using the what do you call them? It's funny, Cheryl, you mentioned it today that you bought it from me, the wax. What's it called?
Chameleon wax, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it looks so good on black. And I did mine on black and used the chameleon wax for my sample. Yeah. So that's basically how I do them. I usually give them a 20% coupon so they can, take advantage of that.
Buy some furniture.
I hope to get them there with the momentum of being excited about doing something.
Yeah.
So when I was doing classes off premises, then you lose it. You lose that momentum by the time they get to your shop.
Yeah, true.
So.
For sure. Yeah. Sorry, I know I interrupted you, Levon. I'm sorry. Hopefully you didn't forget what you were
remember what I was going to say. Anybody that's watching, if you have questions for Cheryl or for any of us, we'd love to hear them. So we do this. We have been successful in doing it since we started once a week, and we try to have guests periodically.
It's a good group. You're a good mix, you know, when you guys are together. It's just good.
Okay.
You're comfortable together, yeah. You're good together.
Yes.
So what's
Like,
everybody working on? Dara, what are you working on?
I was going to see if I could show it to you.
Show and tell.
Ooh, a bag.
Oh,
Nice.
Cool.
The Maximalista.
yeah.
Maximalisa, I like that.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful
Oh,
paper.
that is really pretty.
I love it.
Are you
Is that
putting
a
that
big
paper on?
Marley? Sorry.
Oh, probably just a little bit.
Yeah, right.
I
It'll
did
be
that live last night with the box, and I showed, and Dar commented on my video, and she said, well, you could do the outside and do the paper too. And I said, that's my maximalist friend speaking.
Yes, for sure. I just finished that jewelry armoire and I did a video on it today, but I don't have anything else going on. I have to find something.
When's the Armoire video coming up?
Oh, Saturday. So,
Saturday.
yeah,
How
it'll
about
be
you,
out.
Kat?
I've been having a problem getting motivated, and it's mainly because I have those chairs, you know, that's a commission.
Yeah.
And it's been so cold here that I texted the guy once and gave him like this long story. And he was fine with it. He's like, please don't worry about it. But I just feel this overwhelming anxiety about having the project and not working on it.
Yeah.
So that kind of gets in the way of my head. But today I took, I was watching, I love Debbie Beard, and I always watch her. And she does some really funky things.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of the stuff she does. So I grabbed one of my fake plants, you know, and I started doing decoupage of the leaves. Yeah.
Oh,
my
my.
cool.
So I don't know if I did video part of it, you know. I'm not sure if I'll do like a couple of smalls like that and just like, because I try to do a video every week. I try really hard to put a video out every Sunday night at 5. And I'm not always successful, but that's my goal, like to be consistent. Not that it makes any difference, because my channel doesn't really seem to grow. But
Well, maybe
you know,
with
maybe it
Cheryl's
will.
advice, we'll just shoot up.
I'm
like
always open to all advice. Yeah. But yeah, that's my only project so far.
Yeah.
Cheryl, what are you working on?
I am working on frames. I have so many frames. I love to buy frames, but I just collect them. So this year I'm really trying to use, you know, I go to the thrift stores a lot, so I have a lot of stuff. So I am trying to go through the stuff that I have. And so I am doing, the next video will be all on upcycling frames. And
Awesome.
Nice.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
those.
So I'm
I
looking
could
at
do
about
a whole
20
lot
of them.
more. Are you okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I'm working on that right now. So
Fun.
Working
Yeah.
on a client piece. I did a while back a piece that was kind of something like Brush by Brandy did, with frame molds. Only I used the IOD and I used the entomology, etc. transfer. So it was like a dark academia piece. So that piece sold at Christmas time, and then they messaged me and said, do you have another dresser, and could you make it look just like that? So
Good
So
thing you
even
made
though
a
they're-
video on it so you know exactly how to do it.
And I'm telling you, I looked at it, so I was able to see what colors and whether I used clay or whether I used, resin, and it was very helpful to go back and look at that. So I was glad I had it. And then I also want to do a big piece for I haven't done a Made by Marley video for a while, and so I need to get something out for that. I just have so much furniture in the workshop now. I've moved in there, and I have another piece that I'm going to get my son to help me tomorrow. It's so heavy. It's going to go. The person that gave it to me is probably going to say, "What did you do to that?" Because it was already painted in floral, and it's going in a whole different direction. I'm putting wheels on it and everything, mainly just so we can stand the monster up. I can move it. But that kind of inspired me to go either kind of industrial with it or steampunk or something like that.
Absolutely.
But that, and I'm doing a wall at a wellness clinic.
Holy cow, Levon. Do you sleep?
Yes, I'm retired now.
Oh, that's true. I mean, but still, you were always same thing when you were working.
Well, I will say this for, Kat, maybe like your peace of mind. You said that it's bothering you that you have that, peace out in the shop. I get it. Cause like I set myself deadlines, and I understand you have a situation where you can't be out, working there. But I told my client, and you wouldn't believe where I'm at with this piece, but I told my client that I was going to have that piece done by this weekend. So I've been, incrementally working on it. So that it'll
sometimes that's what you need though. You need to, even if you think, oh, that's nuts, I'll never be able to do that. You have to have that goal, That's why you mentioned challenges, Cheryl. Doing the challenges is that really does give you and spur you on to keep your commitments and everything.
Do you do a lot of commission work yourself, Cheryl, or is it just kind of for yourself right now?
It's just for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you come over to my house, I drag you around the whole house to show you all the things I'm working on.
Guys.
I'm like, come look here.
So that's my kind of girl right there. Let's
Speaking of challenges, so all of us, Flippin' bunch here, we sometimes like to do thrift flips as well. We don't always all do furniture. So what if we all did a little thrift flip challenge? Would you be down for that, Cheryl?
Sure.
All right.
That'd be fun.
And then we can ask other
you guys
people.
Are adding more workload.
That's what I do.
I know. If Margie's still watching, she likes doing some of the smalls too. She does a lot of those projects. Yeah.
Good. We'll invite our friends.
Have you a way of linking Cheryl's channel?
Yeah, we can.
It's on there, right? Oh, that's right. I think it's in the title.
Right now, I think.
So what is your favorite type of paint to use, Cheryl? Is there one that you like specifically, a certain brand or?
Well, I do. I sell Wiesel paint.
Okay.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah. I really like it. It's they have a chalk paint, and then they have a they call it a 1 hour enamel, which is the built-in sealer and and the primer. But it doesn't. I mean, I'm more of a crafter. It's really for someone that's going to paint furniture. It doesn't come in a lot of colors. I mean, I love DIY. DIY paint. But as far as colors go, I mean, I love all the colors of Dixie Belle. I don't like to use the little acrylic paints.
Thank you.
So Yeah, if I had to do it again, I would probably do the Dixie Belle. I really like fusion. I mean, I do have a lot of favorites, but it's mainly because of the color. Like in fusion, my favorite is this. I can't even think of the name of the blue, but they have this blue that I love. And then but when you're doing more crafty kind of painting, you need a lot of colors, and I don't want to. I know you guys you blend and you make all these pretty colors, but I just want to pour it out of the bottle and paint it, paint whatever I'm working on. So,
yeah.
So,
Margie says,
I mean,
count me in. Yay.
Yeah. I like Wise Owl too. They're actually a Michigan based company, Dar. Did you know that? Wise Owl is Chuck's
No.
over there by you, actually.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I was I'm kind of thinking about possibly retailing it here in the future, and I was thinking about Wise Owl just because they're a Michigan based company.
Sure.
And, you know, I could go drive there and pick it up. I don't need to pay shipping.
That's
so but
that would be great.
It's a good paint. I mean, I really do like it. I just need more colors.
Right. Yes. For sure.
I think I know where it is. Is it in Ludington?
I believe it is.
Yes. That's where I go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go in there and check it out.
They're really good to work with too. They're very helpful too. So
well, I like that company. They don't have like a minimum purchase, or am I saying that right? Yeah. So,
they don't.
You don't have to spend $5,000 and never sell anything. They don't have a minimum purchase,
and they drop ship too, like Wise, or like Dixie Belle does drop ship, right? Don't they do drop ship? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you don't have to carry, but you have a booth, right? So you could have it in your.
Yeah, I have the cabin or whatever. But the only thing is, here in Michigan, I would have to bring it all back inside in the wintertime because.
That's what I have to do.
Yes, I know. I was just out in the garage a couple of days ago shaking my cans like that one's frozen.
So painful.
So hopefully it unfreezes and it's still good, but
it'll probably be fine.
Maybe. Yeah.
Just like a frog. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
I know we do have one challenge in March, but maybe we could do this. Kat, when is the challenge, the Hope Challenge in March? When is that due? Is it the end of the month?
30th? Yeah.
Oh, Crystal, you can too.
Yeah, the 30th. So
okay. Maybe we can do mid-March for this because they're little thrift flips, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll need to get started right now though because I'm slow.
Well, we'll have to figure out the rules and get that out to everybody. But so we're almost out of time. So I will ask you to give us what your parting words of advice, either for your thrift flipping business or for the YouTube channel. What do you have to say, Cheryl? What's
oh my gosh. Well, I can't say be consistent because I'm not consistent, So,
well, you can say it.
Well, I can say it. Yeah, I need to do it. I would just, what I think really helps with me is that when I'm working on a project, I love that project. I am like all into it. And if there's a project that I don't really like, it won't make it in my video, So
really?
I think, I think your passion shows when you're talking about what you're doing, if you are excited about it and, and I just try to always do something in a video that I haven't done before. And then I don't always do it, but I like to have, maybe a more difficult project and a simple project, because, YouTube is always, new people are always coming into the platform, is growing. New people are always coming in, and not okay. And when I look at my analytics, everybody's like my age, right? So I have to think about that too, that it's a lot of people that are maybe now retiring, and they haven't been doing this their whole life. They just want to start something new, start a new hobby. So have something easy that's not overwhelming. Something more difficult, I might think, I'm just watching at that point. If it's something difficult, like what you guys do, I watch that more for enjoyment. I like to see how the project ends up and all the techniques you use. But I just know I would never paint anything like that. So I think it's good to have some simple things that someone says, hey, I could do that. So
Okay. Yeah,
that's
interesting. They're like all skill levels, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And paint's expensive. Not everybody wants to spend, a lot of money on paint, or so just have some options in your videos.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
So. But it's easier when I'm doing 5 or 6 things, and you guys kind of just have one big project. But
Yeah. No, lots of great advice today. I really appreciate you coming on here and talking to us, and I learned so much. I've got a whole bunch of notes here.
Well, no, this was fun for me too.
Yeah.
It was fun when
experience that we always walk away with something. We're always learning from each other.
Well, like I told Levon, when I was like, I was just saying, I have no YouTube friends. I have like nobody in YouTube that's my friend. So now I do.
Now you do.
Now I do.
You have a built-in click.
Yes.
Right.
And if you come to Vegas, I'll take you to lunch.
Ooh, get some lavender tea.
Yeah.
It was good.
Have you ever been to the Pawn
No,
Star?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I know where it is, but I've never been in there.
We drove past it, and Tom said the last time he was there, he went, and he said it was nothing like you see on TV. And if I'm not mistaken, they're in jail now. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I might be wrong, but I thought I saw that
I don't know.
on a video.
I gotta
So I'll have to
Google
look it
that.
up. Yeah, exactly. Let us all know.
That's a Googler.
Right. But you know how it is. You can't believe everything you hear on the internet.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, thank you for inviting me. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you
So much for coming on.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Thank
We
you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
It's
If
nice to
nobody
meet
else
you.
has anything else to share, then I think we're all out for this evening.
Yeah.
Over and out.
Any questions from the anybody watching or?
They're quiet.
Yes.
Cheryl, did you zip line?
What?
No.
How do you do zip line?
Did you ever go in the sphere?
No, I haven't yet. I've been by it, but I haven't been in it. No, I've heard it's really great. I do want to do that. There's not much on the strip that I want to do, but that is one thing I would like to do.
Yeah, it looks
That would be the one thing. Oh, and then of course seeing you, that would get me to Vegas. That sphere looks really cool.
It really is.
Zip
It
line
really
too.
is.
You can make a video. while
I'll
you
watch
go
you
down
zip
this
line.
Flippin' Bunch road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a blast.
It'll start right for us at that where you're going to take off and get on your airplane, because I've got so much metal in my body. I'd be setting off all the alarms.
Well, that'll be fun.
Oh Lord. Yes.
All right, ladies. Well, if nobody has anything else, I'm gonna sign us out. And
All right. Bye.
Okay,
I hope you guys have a great night.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Yeah, bye,
Oh, thank
ladies.
you. Thank you.
See ya.